Oh, yeah. Hey, America, do you like salty snacks? Because I got a salty bitch sitting right across from me. Womp up the jam!
Absolutely not.
Absolutely yes.
Absolutely
I wish
not.
you had pressed record 10 minutes ago because you've been delivering it to
by
me.
your fucking self. See ya later. Wouldn't want to be ya.
What's wrong? Listler, what are you doing?
I'm reading Oedipus.
Oh my God, I thought you had left this room.
I have. I'm over here in Greek mythology. If you need me.
You know I have abandonment issues about my own mother. Don't disappear like that.
And treat the people that love you with fucking respect. If you want to do this again, we can, but you got to turn it around and turn it upside down. Do you hear me?
Oh my God. Can you say you're sorry for
Me say I'm sorry?
Yes. I was just going from top of the dome. Oh, God. These fucking cats. Bring a litter box next time because they're shitting all over this library.
I pick it up.
I'm sorry. I just thought you were throwing a lot of shade at me, and I just wanted to give people a warning. This is a trigger warning.
I'm always this way.
If you don't like shade,
I show up the way I am. No apology.
If you didn't put SPF on for shade.
What's wrong with being confident? Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. And that's the truth.
All right.
Would you like to try it again?
Yes, please.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Womp up the jams. Womp it
don't
up.
be a little
I'm on
bitch.
my best behavior.
You are being a little
try to
tiny
do it right,
bitch.
so I don't get slapped.
Why don't you take your tennis ball and go to the other court? Do you know what I'm saying? Okay? Because this is some 6-year-old behavior right now.
Okay. Maybe that's where I was frozen in time when Diane really rejected me. And that's what I'm working out.
She's never touched you since you came out of her cooch.
That's right.
So
That's right. So imagine how disturbing that is when the only person that cares for you walks out on you like
well,
you
I'll
did
tell
for
you
me.
what, I'm not going to stand here and take this.
All right.
All right?
Okay. We're doing all this in front of our guest, and he seems very uncomfortable.
Seems into it to me. It's like watching an episode of Unreal. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. All right. Don't worry. Mommy, Daddy gonna
5,
stay
6,
together.
ready, round.
Womp up the jams. Womp it up. We at Marina Del Rey. We broadcasted between and betwixt the stacks. Gonna bring it to you real. Cause we're living #authentic life. And that means whatever we wake up with is what we're gonna deliver to you. I want to live my truth. Get your booty on the floor tonight, Oprah and Goop. I want. Right?
Nice.
Right?
Welcome to Womp It Up, everybody. If you're listening for the first time, welcome. We welcome you with open arms. You don't need to know anything. You can jump right in with both of your big old dirty feet.
Yeah, if you're new to the podcast, all you need to know is this. My name is Marissa Wompler. I am eternally 15 years old. I'm young at heart, but I'm a senior at Marina Del Rey Public High School. I am part of a special learning program, an alternative learning program called the STARS program with a Z, AKA known as the student body, colloquially as the Spaz Academy.
Sure.
And it is taught by my ride or die, my soul guide, Miss Charlotte, quote, Shardog Listler.
Hashtag turn around.
Former sniper.
I have an ombre mohawk with a fade.
Mm-hmm. A couple Bo Derek braids. And an army of cats that follow her wherever she goes.
That's not always. That's just currently.
Just currently. And this is my senior podcast project.
That's
it's called
right.
Womp It Up. And it is a in-depth interview program, 60 minutes of in-depth interview with somebody from the Marina Del Rey community. Sometimes it's from the school. Sometimes it's from the environs, who is making waves.
That's right.
And we're going to peel back the layers of what makes our guests tick, what makes Marina Del Rey tick. And today we are joined by a very special guest. His name is Billy Reck. and we call him Dr. B. He is, this is interesting. He is our college admissions counselor. Now, what's interesting about this music is this is what's playing a Spotify. Is this your Spotify list you shared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is playing usually in your office.
Just to make everybody comfortable.
Yeah. This is, I'm always like, grab a lyric, make it the opening line of your college essay.
God, what a great idea. Because people are really freaking out when they talk about college admissions, right? You've had somebody throw themselves out the window, even though it was the first floor.
And she wrote an amazing essay about it.
Isn't that great? Isn't that
what's
great?
happening in your life and turn it into your story.
That's right.
I like that.
And so what you want to do is put people at ease and say, hey, you know what? It's a tough process, but where you're going to end up is the right place.
Yeah. And I just hit shuffle. To be honest, I don't know what that song was, but I just hit it.
That was Tuck and Patty.
Oh, God. Tuck and Patty.
Yeah.
Now, hit shuffle, and of course, we're going to dive into this later, but hitting shuffle is one of your techniques in picking, early decision.
Right.
I've watched you take a fan. Now, full disclosure, I have not had the grades nor the attendance record to apply to college as of yet.
Right.
So I'm just what I did.
We've done our college visits though. A couple years ago, we did that.
Right. Not officially, but we went down to, was it George Washington or American University or both?
You won in D.C.
Yeah, we came in through the kitchen. Both had romantic relationships with kitchen workers there,
Aren't they great?
They really are great, and we saw a more of a non-traditional side of the school. But I have the week before this podcast, I did a little research, and I went down and sat and observed you with some of your students and how you select colleges. And what you do is you take some of the pamphlets and you shuffle them up like you would a deck of cards, and then you have them select, and that's how you decide which college you're going to apply to. Early decision, is that correct?
Yeah. There was one girl, Shannon McMahon, and she...
she's from that big Irish family.
Yes, and
they're real trashy.
So trashy, and she wrote she ripped off Angela's Ashes, but it was a beautiful college essay.
Great.
And she said one of her brothers died. He didn't, but they don't check on that.
But who cares? There's just like 17 of them, so how are they going to know?
Yeah. She could have gone into Harvard, but she picked the pamphlet for Occidental. So that's where she
Obama went there.
Yeah.
So
that's what I said.
no
Obama,
shade, right?
either one.
Right.
Either
And so
one.
now she's living nearby. She's working at a Quiznos, and she's going to Occidental part-time.
Yeah. She dropped out. She got sad about not going to Harvard. But
Because she did get accepted to Harvard. Is that right? And you made her her go to exit because you hit shuffle on that, right?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of more of a tarot card type of situation. You're letting the universe make that choice for you.
Yes. Yeah, you got to.
God, that sounds really good. I hope you brought along some pamphlets because I'd love to do a shuffle here and see what. And also, I'm interested to see where you think I might be able to apply because fingers crossed I'm going to graduate this year.
You can apply anywhere. Right?
That's right, but where could I get in?
Oh, well, that's not the question you asked.
Well, you're going to have a lot of shade thrown at you from this one. You know why? Because she has a lot of problems thinking about me leaving the nest.
No, I've tried to get you to go multiple times. I think it might be the opposite. You don't want to leave.
She's afraid.
That's what you said.
Because she's going to be all by herself.
That's
with
on the
1,000
playlist
cats. All by herself.
Not 1,000. It's only 83.
Anymore.
So tell us exactly what you do at the school.
Sure.
How long you been there, where you're originally from.
I grew up in Los Feliz, California.
Oh, was it always pronounced that way?
I like to pronounce, I'm never sure, so I always go Los Feliz.
Oh, with a question.
Like, I don't know.
And back then, Los Feliz was its own city-state, right? It was part of Mexico, or... No?
Maybe. I thought it was in Los Angeles, but
this was before the hipsters moved in.
Yes.
Right,
God.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I was just, a young gay man hiking and going to
Looking for a
coffee
place
shops.
to go to brunch.
Yeah, but there was only like one place, and it was called Brunchers.
Oh, that's a great name.
So it
God.
wasn't great.
No, that sounds
better.
like, yeah. So then you moved to the beach.
Moved to the beach, Marina Del Rey, and I was like, I want kids to chase their dreams. They may not catch them, but I want them to run until they get a cramp.
Like a horse. What do they call that? A Charlie horse.
Right.
Charlie
and
horse.
if they break a leg, put them down.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I'll put them down.
Right. And what gives you the qualifications to help kids decide where they're going to, because arguably college is where you're going to discover what you want to do for your life, you know, for your career, who you're going to marry sometimes, where you're going to make some of your most lasting friendships. So that's a really big decision.
Yeah.
And what is it that, did you go to college yourself?
I did barely, and I got through it, and I
At Barely College?
barely college.
Where is that?
Oh, I like that college.
It's not how it's spelled how you think. It's spelled B-A. Who I got a BA. That's the important part.
Yeah.
And we BA Baracus, or you do list people wherever they need to go.
That's a reference to the A team.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I know it. I'm older than I look and younger than I feel.
Okay.
How old are you?
I don't like to say. Well, here's the thing. Working with the kids, I want to be able to relate to them, but
Yeah.
I also want to be able to fuck their dads. So I want to seem young and appealing for both.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're going to get into that because Sean
You're single,
Clemens,
right?
Sean Clemens.
What about Sean Clemens?
Sean Clemens was in my class. Now, of course, he's graduated a couple years now, 2 years. But Sean Clemens was in my class, and his parents were together. I mean, in a lot of ways, you know, they were the family that, you know, always had the Christmas lights up, and you know, we would all go over there for cookie decorating. This was in elementary school.
What do you mean? Your reference to always having Christmas lights up, you mean like every year they put up great Christmas
great
lights?
Christmas
or
lights.
They had them up year round?
No.
That would indicate a different kind of lifestyle.
No, they lived on, you know
Thank
that
you.
little tiny cul-de-sac, that Candy Cane Lane?
Yeah.
Where everyone puts all the money into putting all the
Got it.
decorations up and people go walking so they
Right.
serve hot cocoa. That was their family.
Gorgeous.
And then you had an affair with Mr. Clemens.
I did.
Yeah.
And that came out of nowhere.
Well,
and
I think it
really
probably
fucked Sean up.
He had an affair with you because you're not involved in a
Right.
relationship.
Right.
So it wasn't you cheating, it was him.
He was drawn to me.
And this was having met him during one of Sean's college
Conferences,
advisement meetings.
yes.
Yeah.
I called the dads, and if the moms come, they come. And we hit it off, and we had a spark. And, you know, I like to say I wasn't sure they were married.
But yet they'd been married for almost.
Yeah. He said
30
my
years.
wife, and I was like, that could be colloquial.
Right.
Or like a joke from Borat.
Yeah. My wife.
Right.
Yeah.
And you just went for it. So that's you did get a nickname, which was Billy, quote, home wrecker, Reck.
Right.
But it didn't affect your standing at the school because no one really gives a fuck here.
Sean
That's the truth.
Clemens got into Yale. He wrote about
The
that whole experience. He got
God,
into Yale.
again, that's
Wow.
a great
and
thing.
then did he go there?
He did go there.
Okay,
unlike
that's good.
poor
Because he did
portion.
during Hit the Shuffle, he actually did choose the Yale one.
Yeah,
Thank
and I was
God.
Yeah.
like, oh, thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all's well that ends well.
Yes.
Oh, that's great news. That's great news. Because I just remember him really having what seemed to be like a full on mental breakdown about it.
His mom did for sure. But,
For sure. She pulled a
opened
yellow wallpaper
something.
situation. Yeah.
Oh.
They found her
yes.
just rubbing that wallpaper off in that tiny spare bedroom they had.
Oh no.
Should we do Hot Topics?
I'd love to.
Okay.
And wake up where the clouds are far behind me.
This would be a great quote, right?
Gorgeous.
I bet a lot of essays start with this
Right.
because this is about dreaming bigger
Right.
than your means,
yeah.
Right.
right?
Yeah, lemon drops,
Right.
chimney tops.
But things didn't go well for her.
This isn't
For
Judy
who?
though.
For
Judy Garland?
Judy Garz had a tough time.
Well, that wasn't a biopic. It was a story about
Wasn't it?
Dorothy.
That's her true story, right?
No.
She was a farm girl
She
in the
did like
Midwest. There was a
poppies.
tornado,
No.
right? No?
Who's singing this?
Jane Monheit,
Of course.
cabaret classic.
It's gorgeous.
She's just got a beautiful voice.
She does.
Far
Crystal.
beyond her time. Anyway, hot topics.
Did you say
Marissa?
the wizard isn't real? I'm not trying to be rude. I'm asking. I've lost touch with reality, much like Mrs. Clemens. I'm having trouble figuring out what's real and what isn't.
What's going on?
I think Mrs. Clemens started like a vegan church. I don't know.
A vegan church.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So she's doing all right too.
Worshipping raw food.
And you know what? If it's that easy to lose your husband in like a college advisement meeting, I can't think of anything less sexy than sitting and talking about where your kid's going to go to college.
Well, you haven't been to one of mine.
Interesting.
I hope we get to see that a little later.
Yeah.
I'll pretend to be a dad.
Hot topics.
Okay.
Hot topics.
Yep.
What is going on, Liz? Anything to share?
Well, the cats are coming with me to work, as you can see. I got a cat
Is
army.
it bring your C to work day? Bring your cat to work day?
Bring your pet to work. I wouldn't recommend it. A lot of pets are sensitive to their environment. So if they're in a place where, they're not used to the amount of people or something, bad things can happen.
Oh, yeah. Joe Bongo brought his guinea pigs to work today, and apparently they've gotten loose.
Yes.
And so he's really freaking out.
Yeah. So I'm keeping them close, keeping them comfortable, too close for comfort, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, and I wanted to ask how your cat Ted Knight was doing.
What do you mean?
Your cat, because I know he lost one of his legs. Is he doing okay with the prosthetic you worked out for him?
He doesn't like it. He shakes it off.
Okay.
But cats are great on 3 legs. They can really adapt.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to attach it. I don't want to staple it in or anything.
What's it made of right now? Because it
Just
looks
wood.
like okay,
Just wood.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd love to see
like a
that.
tongue depressor, or what do you have? I can't. They're just a piece of driftwood you found on the beach.
It's a lighter wood. I didn't want to weight him down with anything.
Sure.
I love
his
Ted
name.
Knight.
I love his name.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Well, they're all named after
Famous newscasters.
Newscasters. Now Ted, of course, wasn't a real one, but he played one on the Mary Tyler Moore
I
show.
know, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's wonderful. And you know what? If Ted Knight ever wants to apply to cat college, he's got a great thing to write about.
Yeah.
He really does.
Great obstacle.
Any sort of. I tell most people to include an artificial limb
Yeah.
in their essay.
You told one of those kids to cut his own arm off.
Well, yeah.
And he did it. He cut it, just a couple fingers.
But that's also on him, because if he's the kind of kid that will just cut his own
Right.
arm off, then he really wants it.
Yeah.
Right?
Or some would say not ready for college.
Not ready for college
There
because
you
he
go.
doesn't know
Either way.
boundaries. He's too, peer pressure,
Either
that kind
way.
of thing.
Yeah.
Either way.
That was that Jeremy Woo, right?
Jeremy
Wu had a crazy look in his eye, though. From preschool on, we always knew that he was up to something crazy.
Right.
But
The way he pronounced his name too. He'd be like, "I'm Jeremy Woo."
yeah, exactly. It's got a little squirrely.
You were
Did
like,
you date his dad?
Bobby Woo?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it dating.
You are sleeping with so many dads in this community.
I love it. Embrace life.
Marina Del Rey is the biggest coastal closet you've ever entered.
You know what? We are looking. I know the mayor of Marina Del Rey, who I'm hoping to have on soon. I put a couple requests in, but I know they're looking for a different slogan for, because now it's just like, what is it about the dolphins? I can't even remember. It's something stupid. And,
no idea.
But the biggest coastal closet you'll ever find. That's got a really nice ring to it.
Yeah. Come here to hide your true desires.
Yeah, and to discover them
Right.
while hiding them.
Oh, God.
Whilst hiding
What's going
them.
on with you, Hot Topics wise?
Well, it's about to be the summer season, and I'm getting excited for that. I am considering taking an internship this summer.
Oh, okay. You have one already.
What?
Comedy Bang Bang that you never go to.
Oh, God, that one. Well, after Choctaw's,
Behavior at the
prom, which was
Yeah.
like, have you ever experienced a worse date in your life? He didn't bring a corsage.
Yeah, he didn't know it was a date.
He wasn't bringing it.
He didn't
Do you know what
bring
I
it.
mean?
That's true.
He showed up in jeans and a
Yeah.
fucking, like an ironic t-shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not interested.
All right.
So I've sent out my resume to
One resume?
Yes.
To where?
To the sitcom The Middle.
Okay. I think they're.
Oh no!
What?
I hate to dampen anyone's dream, but
What?
they just aired their final episode. This.
What did you want to do
I love
there?
that show so much.
What did you want to do there?
I wanted to be a part of that family.
God.
Well, no, like
I wanted to
a
be.
fictional
I was going to
family?
be in the writers' room, write myself into the show as like their adopted daughter. I love Patty and all the kids.
You know
What do you mean it's canceled?
When I started my work, girls were crazy about NSYNC or Backstreet Boys.
Right.
Now there are so many Patty Heaton heads.
I am a
can't
Heaton
even
head.
count it.
Yeah. She's the real deal.
Yeah.
And
Girls
that cute
love
little
her.
Bob. Come on.
I think it's a wig.
Billy, what's going on with you?
Ooh, well, summer for me is fun.
You don't have
I have
to
some
work.
time off.
Yeah.
But I like to sort of, winnow down a little list of favorite students. And just sort of do home visit.
Now you
Home
did it.
visit.
Now, okay. Because this is not televised, although I wish it was. You did a little, you said favorite students, and then you did a little eyebrow raise, like something, like you're cooking up something.
Yeah, I meant more like favorite dads.
Okay, there we
Like,
go.
There is. Do you know the man? His name is Wengert Cordero, and he's
Yeah, Wengert Cordero.
breathtakingly handsome.
Yes.
Well, he's Argentinian.
Yes.
Yes.
That does it.
Yeah.
His son is dumb as a rock.
Yes.
But
he's not getting in anywhere.
Well, he is.
Wait,
If
what?
your dad is handsome enough, I'll get you in somewhere.
Wow. Because he's actually said he doesn't want to go to college.
Right.
He wants to go to, if anything, like a trade school. You know, he wants to be a mechanic. He's always working on his cars, his muscle cars, and souping them up and stuff. But you're going to get him into college just so you can get to the dad.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, because he seems very like a hot-blooded, straight man, as straight as they come. He's from a family of rancheros in the Pampas
area
of Argentina.
Oh.
Yeah. From a long line of gauchos.
Good.
Yeah, see, we studied that, and
getting
you
the
held on to
intel.
some of that, and I
I
like
did.
that.
I don't know where that came
Your
from.
Velcro was up.
Yeah.
That's what we say in education. If you get the Velcro up,
It'll-
and then
stuff
you
that'll
throw stuff
stick.
at it, it sticks.
Ah, like that.
Well, also, we're doing a thing at the Stars Academy where she covers our body with Velcro and then throws balls at us to see what sticks.
Also, it's I'm recording it so I can then do like an Andy Serkis style motion capture movie.
That's right. We're doing a lot of green screens this
Yeah.
yeah.
Alt schools are very in. Colleges love.
Oh,
someone
good.
from
Do they
alt
really?
school. Yes.
Alt programs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Don't worry, you're not going anywhere.
See what I mean? Have you ever seen the movie Grey Gardens?
No, but I lived it for a weekend.
What does that mean?
My mom and I just had a dark weekend one time.
Where you
we-
went to the
we didn't
Hamptons and
leave
rented an Airbnb?
yeah,
B&B?
A lot of garbage.
We're going to take a break.
Okay. This is what Bobby Woo's been singing now. Wondering if you're going to stop by.
Sarah Vaughan.
I'm racist.
When you
We'll be back in a few minutes with more Womp It Up. What's up, Wompsters? In case you haven't heard, we have Womp It Up merch for sale over on podswag.com. There's everything from Womp It Up mugs to pins to t-shirts that we know you'll love to show off those special titas. So be sure to check them out. And we also have a onesie, a Womp It Up onesie for your very special baby who loves to womp up those poops. Podswag is your one-stop shop for clothing, accessories, and novelty items from all your favorite podcasts. So you can get it all now at podswag.com/womp, W-O-M-P. That's podswag.com/womp. Only gotten a BA,
Right.
but
go
this
by-
is one of your tips. most people aren't going to check, if any.
Right.
Are colleges, college admissions, are they going to, really check if you were the president of the French club? Who's going to check that?
Never.
You write whatever you want on that application.
At this school last year, 8 different students said they were the president of the French club.
And nobody checked.
If anyone checked, I'd be like, yep, it's an octomocracy.
Well,
We have
that's
8
it, because
presidents.
they're
So they
calling
call you. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You've got it covered. That's
like,
like an FBI thing.
Yeah.
You have a hotline, whatever they call, and they say, is this the truth? And you say, of course it is.
Of course it
right?
is.
Yeah.
Because you're not
that's
only
great.
getting them what they need, but you're covering your own
Yes.
ass.
This cat has a wooden leg. Of course this cat does.
Right, exactly. And a lot of times, too, you say, is it a lie? If when you tell it to yourself enough times, you believe it to be true, right? Then it becomes the truth, right?
Is this something you two have worked on? This sort of theory?
Well, it's about putting out in the universe what you want to manifest.
Okay.
It's like having faith that you will be what you're going to be before it exists.
What?
Faith.
This is from a
Faith.
self-help book I'm reading right now called You Are a Badass.
Oh.
You put it out in the universe.
You
and
say,
it
you
happens
act
before
as
you
if.
know it exists.
That's correct. You
That
act
doesn't make any
as if.
sense.
So, for instance, like I want to be, the next late night, female talk show host, but
So easily rolls off your tongue.
right, but I look like, an upside down muffin. I have alopecia, very hairy nipples, et cetera, et
Hopefully no one will
cetera.
ever see.
And so you're thinking to yourself, well, how could that happen? Well, I want to act as if I already am that.
Right. As if-
And then the universe I'm bringing that energy to me.
Right.
Does that make any
I
sense?
think that's wonderful, especially when it's a job that can that even happen? Do they let women do that?
Oh, that's interesting.
Women are allowed to do a lot of things. Maybe you just haven't been paying attention
Well,
because you got your eyes trained on the other
no.
sex.
No, I usually counsel the wives. I'm like, are you happy? And I get them going on career stuff.
that's nice. That's good.
What do you want to do? What's your
That's
passion?
smart.
And
That's
they'll be
smart.
like, my husband. And I'll be like, no. What's your passion?
Right, because once they're engaged
Yeah.
and busy, because launching your own business takes a lot of time.
Right. So many new businesses have been
So
launched.
many.
Yes.
In the Marina Del Rey
that
community.
quilting one,
Yes, that was
Stitch
me.
the Stitch and Bitch Quilting
Yeah.
Center.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah.
There's been a couple tanning salons open.
Yes.
I mean,
lot.
more than we need, because you shouldn't be doing that.
Right. It's also Southern California.
Right.
Like,
The sun's out all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
The world is your tanning salon. But that's exciting, because you might be wrecking a home, but you're actually stimulating not only the dads of the Marina Del Rey community, but also the local businesses,
Yeah.
the economy,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
I've got no problem with it.
It's also the time in your life when you have a kid in high school where you start thinking about what's next for you. Because in a couple of years, you're going to have, an empty nest, and you're going
See
to
where
want
she's thinking?
You're going to want to fill it with cats or whatever.
That's what the cats are about.
No, that was just an example.
Aha! That's an aha moment.
The cats come to me. Okay, I don't bring the cats to me. They just
Do
naturally
they?
come
Or are
to
you
me.
putting out in the universe, my nest about to be empty? So come on to me, cats.
Am I putting that out there?
Are
Is my
you?
nest about to be empty?
After we do hit shuffle, very well might be. That's interesting. I had no idea. Do
He
you
has no
understand?
motivation. Look at your dad. You think he
You're
wants
right.
to work?
Seth Wompler, the
Oh,
podiatrist.
Yeah, not
disgraced.
interested.
He's not gonna.
interested.
That's not gonna go anywhere.
No, he has a prolapsed anus.
I've heard.
Definitely don't want that.
Bobby Wu,
Oh well, Bobby's is a urologist
and
and
he
a
shouldn't have told me that.
and he
Right.
shouldn't
He
have
has inside
He has
info.
insight.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have. That's really patient confidentiality,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
but
that's
Bobby's
bad.
known for his loose lips.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
that's why he says "woo" because his lips are so loose.
All right. We
Bobby.
should do what's cheesing you, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So, Dr. B. This is a segment where we kind of do a bit of a little rant about what might be bothering us, okay? It could be as simple as a parking ticket you got or as big as, is there an afterlife? Okay? Ooh. Or that maybe the afterlife pisses you off. I don't know. But yeah, so just, jump in when you feel like you have something. Okay.
What cheated you? What cheated you? What cheated you?
Oh.
What cheated you? What cheated you?
Oh, God.
What cheated you? How? Oh! Oh! Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah.
You started to feel the kind of terror you're going to feel when I'm gone.
Huh?
Is that what you felt in the end of that?
No, there was a scorpion in that.
Oh.
In Oedipus. Crawled out and
oh God, you got to be careful with those old tomes.
Nicked me on the ankle.
You got to be careful of those old tomes.
Yeah, nobody's reading that. So
there you go.
All right. So why don't you start this time? What's cheesing you?
God, I'm never prepared. Always a day late and a dollar short.
But you're always pissed off about something.
Let's see. What's cheesing me?
Why don't you talk about how you're feeling unfocused?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what it is? It's the end of the year, and I don't know what's next. Like, you just shattered my dreams about the middle.
Oh, God.
Okay, so unless Patty Heaton's looking for a personal assistant, I have no idea what my summer plans are. And if I do graduate, I haven't applied to college. It seems like it's too late. It's late.
I usually say get it done before the end of May.
Shit.
Yeah.
So it's almost June is upon us. And so let's say I do graduate. What will next year hold for me? And I feel a bit like the life of Pi.
In what way?
Oh.
I haven't read the book or seen the movie, but I'm picturing the cover of the book.
Yeah.
And it's a boy and a tiger.
Yeah, where are they?
And they're in the middle of the ocean.
On a
boat.
Okay.
And so that's how I'm feeling, which is like, where is land, and what is sort of my next steps? And I don't know. And I feel very cut adrift. And I don't know where I should focus my time. So I guess what's cheesing me is feeling formless.
Oh, my cheesing ties in directly to that.
I'd love to hear it.
You mentioned a tiger. Have you guys been to Go Get 'em Tiger?
What's that?
The sports bar?
It's a coffee shop.
Oh.
And they just opened one in Marina Del Rey.
Yeah.
No line. You order your coffee like you're at a bar.
Okay. Like that's how they do it in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, but it drives me bonkers.
Right.
You're like, where am I?
Right.
Do I choose a better part of the counter and cut off this older gal who's in front of me?
Now, are people adhering to the rules of like, well, but it's hard to say who arrived first.
The very hip people know how to do it.
And how is it that you do it for those people who are thinking like, I want to Go Get 'em Tiger?
They're like, there's an empty spot. I'll go over there. And then other people are like, is this a line? Where's the line?
Because there's no signs to
sign.
instruct you, right?
You can't bring European customs to America and expect people to just kind of
This is also the place where they don't have any sweetener out or any kind of like accoutrements for your coffee. Like it has nothing.
So what are you supposed to do? Go get a cow and
you have
milk
to
it yourself?
ask for it, and it's just like cane. It's like cane you have to grind yourself or something.
Well, that sounds unpleasant. Let's not go to that place. Can you just not go?
No, it's
There's
pretty
about
cool.
400 other coffee.
There, so I have to.
Who'd you see? Vin Diesel?
Gillian Welch.
Oh, from Masterpiece Classics.
I meant the woman on Community, but I think Gillian Welch is a folk singer.
Who cares? At the end of the day, who gives a fucking shit, right?
Yeah, she's definitely a folk singer. I like her voice. I think she might be on your
Spotify list.
Yeah.
That's it. It's your Spotify list.
I think I do have her. She sang, here, I'll play.
Can I do another cheesing me? I clicked on an article today that said Meghan Markle listened to a chill Spotify list while getting ready for the wedding. And I thought, great, then give me that Spotify list, right? Nothing. It was just, she listened to it. 1950s music. Chills, and I don't know what it is. The fuck? This is a lot of clickbait.
This
Maggie
is
Marks.
Jillian Welch
This
here.
is Jillian Welch.
Yeah. But she also was a part of that trio that sang, "Go to sleep a little baby."
Ugh, I don't want to hear that from you guys.
Yeah, you do.
All right, so Liz,
What?
cheese?
Little brain.
Sleep a little bit.
She did order her coffee. Oh, coffee, where art thou?
I can't believe
And they
you
were like, what?
recognize.
That's weird that you recognized her off
coffee
your...
was-
That's another coffee shop. You got to try that. That
coffee
shit showed
shop.
up.
That-
Yes, that's Joan.
That's on Venice.
Your next mom.
Joan Ricard's. I already had Mr. Ricard's. Yeah.
Wow. And she opened her own place. So coffee, where art thou?
Amazing.
Good for her.
Joan was like,
Amazing.
"What's going on with you and my husband?" I was like, "Joan, you know." And she goes, "All right, I'll go open a coffee shop." And then
Great.
she like
Isn't
grabbed
that
her
why
plate.
we have so many coffee shops here in Marina Del Rey?
Wow.
Because it's the easiest one, to get sort of your feet wet. Wow. Wow. While your husband gets his feet wet. All right. Do you have any cheeses?
Nope, not today. I feel really great.
Wow. So, God, you started off
Wow.
this podcast being really fucking pissed.
I think
but I
you
guess
might
you
have
worked it out.
put that on me because you started off calling me a salty bitch before I had even spoken one word. And anytime somebody
Ruffles
does
has
that,
ridges.
what? Anytime you set somebody up like that, they're going to feel angry. At least I am. I'm an aggressor.
Right. You're coming at me.
I'm, trained in combat.
Right.
Did you go to college or were you just in the military?
Just.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Gotta stop smoking those Pall Malls.
Just in the military, but then it paid for me to go to school.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Where did you go to school?
A couple different colleges.
What were they?
I was like a young adult Army brat
Okay.
following around.
Different schools?
Yeah, I was following around a
And your
guy.
parents went with you? Oh, okay.
No, they didn't come with me. I had already, left the home at that point.
What was your favorite college that you attended?
I went to Bard and I went to Barry. Barry was a great program.
Oh, my college barely gets confused with Barry.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
They're like, "Oh, you went to Barry?" I'm like, "No, barely." And they're
No.
like, "Oh."
What did you major in?
Didn't major in
Okay.
anything. Mostly
School of
liberal
life.
arts.
Yeah.
A lot of poli-sci,
Yeah.
Spanish, lots of different languages. And I spearheaded lots of groups. I did a lot of like alternative programs for myself.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Independent learning.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And nobody knew what I was talking about or doing. I had set up a whole thing in the wilderness, like a survival technique that I tested myself on.
I see.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Socratic method. You were taking, almost the Greek, teaching yourself, asking yourself life's big questions.
Yeah.
And answering them for yourself.
Yeah, but in the physical realm.
Do you think I need to go to college, Liz, to achieve my dreams?
What are your dreams? To be a late night talk
Two
show?
things: to either be a late night talk show host or Patty Heaton's best friend.
And what happened to Saturday Night Live and the dreams of that Hollywood experience?
Well, I've decided that I can only be myself. I can't transform into other characters. Right?
So you can't do SNL? Because that's
I
not
don't
stopped a
think
lot
so.
of people on that show, I don't think.
That's true, but I don't think that I think where I'm going to shine is just me being #authentic. And I think that's this kind of stage that I need to be on.
Well, let me put this in a frame for you, because a lot of people go from whatever they're doing and then try to get a hit podcast, but you've already got that.
That's right.
Okay, so
We're already
maybe
we're
you're
bringing
already
in.
where you need to be.
That's interesting.
I guess, what is it that you need to add to your life to create
I would
joy?
love to be invited to more gifting suites. Or
to
any
get free
anything.
Free sequin pillows that
fall apart when you
Yeah.
bring them home. I mean, again, it's like we've been looking for sponsorships, and so far,
Nothing.
Not a
Yeah.
thing. Not Umbros.
Now, Baja Fresh did send us that $50 gift certificate, and that is the.
That's
Oh.
right.
Wow.
And I'm still working that out because you know why? I go in there and I just order one shrimp taco at a time.
Yeah.
Because I
You
want to
wanna
make
make it
that last. Also, because I feel like a real baller when I throw it down.
Yeah.
Because it's like having the black Amex.
Who else has a $50 gift certificate to Baja Fresh?
Yeah. I like to just do one shrimp taco at a time just to see, is the shrimp good today? And
Right,
then,
right.
And then make it,
Then-
you got to want to dip your toe in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
All right. Well, what's next?
You said that like you were leading us into a segment. You're not leading us into a segment?
No, I don't know.
I thought you had a segment called What's Next?
It's a good idea, though. Hey, do you think this podcast would be a good thing, though, if I was looking to apply to college to talk about? And
Yes.
I mean, a lot of crazy things happen on here. We had a murder happen.
Oh.
We didn't record somebody's last breaths, but some crazy shit does go down on this podcast. Do you think it wouldn't be for
Yes.
everybody?
It can only help.
Really?
Those people are so bored with every application.
Oh, they want to hear. Oh, this
Pardon
is
me
something.
while I shimmy my shoulders as I say this to you, but I can't help it. They're so bored. They just
Got
want
it. So
interest.
you just want to
Yeah.
you want to differentiate yourself.
Yes. If they're all in a room reading college applications,
Right.
all these boring people, and then one of them would read yours, they would be like Joan Cusack in Working Girl who stands up.
Yes!
And they'd be like, I've got a murder.
I
and
got
they'd all be
it.
so jealous.
What about something like a Trojan horse situation where I send them a cake and then I come out of it?
Can I just say all the Greek allusions
Yeah,
and references to
yeah.
Oedipus,
Yeah.
Trojan horse, is that Greek? Troy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Part of the
And,
Odyssey.
You said Socratic method.
Wow, where is this coming from?
I sleep with men. That is a Greek
Right, that's
tradition.
a Greek thing.
Very Greek.
Yeah, because when you go to like Vesuvius to the town and see where,
Oh, yeah.
all of those, what are they
Pompeo,
called?
uh-huh.
All of those mosaics, it's always like dongs coming in,
Yes.
people riding on a horse, and then one sucking the horse's dong and the other one's, a dong is coming at them.
Kids are like, Mom, is that Vesuvius? She's like, Probably just some jizz or something.
Yeah, exactly.
you know?
Like you
Yes.
have to be careful.
Yeah.
All right,
Pompeii
we should
is
take
what
a
I wanted
break.
to say. Yeah, all right, let's
I said
take a-
Pompeo, like Mike Pompeo.
Oh, boy.
Gross. All right, we're going to take a break.
Mr. Pompeo, though, you should check him out
he's
because
all right.
sometimes you see him down at the Venice Beach
Bad boy.
He
gym,
acts like he doesn't want it.
the outdoor gym. Anybody who's working out outside wants to suck a dong,
Hey,
that's for sure.
We're going to break.
Right?
Is this Ellen Pompeo?
You saw her at Oh Coffee, Where Art Thou? She loves to do some of her writing there. Her writing and producing. We'll be back in just a minute.
What's up, Wompsters? Listler here. The month of June is always fun. I know you know I love the summer. And it's extra special for us this year because we're celebrating Earwolf Pride all month long. We hope you'll join us by getting Queer Wolf and checking out some of our shows that you may not know about. You can listen to intimate conversations and interviews on shows like Homophilia, Queery with comedian Cameron Esposito, and Getting Curious with the one and only Jonathan Van Ness from Queer Eye. Or you can laugh your face off while listening to live stand-up on Put Your Hands Together and getting the perfect combination of political and pop culture hot takes on Throwing Shade. In honor of Pride Month, select Earwolf shows will be releasing some of their favorite episodes featuring the most talented, hilarious LGBTQ guests for free. That's right. You can listen to special archived episodes of shows like Comedy Bang Bang and How Did This Get Made and even Womp It Up all month long. Celebrate Pride Month with Earwolf and listen to our favorite LGBTQ shows now. Subscribe to Queery, Homophilia, Throwing Shade, Put Your Hands Together, or Getting Curious on Apple Podcast, Stitcher, or wherever you listen. Womp it up!
Ooh, we're getting right into it.
Welcome back to Womp It Up. This is a segment we call Listler's Love Lockdown. We've got some of our fans and listeners have written in to ask us for our unofficial uneducated advice about their love lives
Right,
or
and this
just
is-
what's going on in their lives.
And this is exciting because we have a counselor
An actual
here.
guidance counselor.
Right.
for
Now,
sure.
again, he just has his BA in what? What did you major in?
It was called Communicating Ideas.
Communicating ideas.
At Barely
okay.
College.
At
Barely
Barely
College.
College.
Yeah.
So take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Take
Yep.
this advice with a grain of
You'll
salt.
understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. That's all we can guarantee. All right.
idea of it.
The idea of it.
Okay, hi, Marissa and Listler. I've been listening to you for years, and you're honestly the one thing I look forward to each week without fail.
Isn't that sweet?
I'm writing to you because my longtime girlfriend and I just broke up.
Oh.
There was always a third person in our relationship, someone I should have stopped talking to, but never did because I liked the attention or I liked her. I'm not sure yet.
Hello, Gutterballs.
And now that my girlfriend and I are broken up, I'm not sure if I ever wanted to be with her or if this other woman was the woman for me. How do you know how you feel if you love and care for one person but secretly think that this other person is the actual one? Am I just lonely and confused? How do you differentiate? Please give me some advice to sort out my feelings. All the love from a confused lesbian in Chicago who has never been offended by anything Marissa has done. Hashtag living a fuck yes life.
Wow. Well, that's really nice to hear. Here's my question. I got to clarify this question. She broke up with the longtime girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
She's got feelings for the person that was in between that she and the longtime girlfriend.
She was, from what I understand, she was seeing someone else while she was also with her girlfriend, and they finally broke up.
Right. And now she's wondering, does she really have feelings for the other person she was seeing?
Right.
Or is she still in love with the old girlfriend? Is that what we're trying to go for? Or the old girlfriend is moveon.org.
It sounds like she's confused
about how she's feeling.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to gauge here is there even the possibility of a future with the old girlfriend?
That's unclear.
That's unclear. Okay. You know what's interesting? What I was just thinking about was you're with somebody and I know you can weigh in, Dr. Reck, because you know, you are always the other man.
Yes.
Always. And I think there's something very attractive about the person you're not with, because you can build up in your mind all the, fantasies you have, you can put on this person.
Right.
This person isn't the one saying, hey, can you take out the trash?
Right.
Or
It's
not
all
tonight,
romance.
dear,
It's
I
all
have a headache.
Closets and secret rendezvous.
Exactly. It's all coastal closets.
And it's probably
Coastal Closets, which is another company that
I
was
know.
started by one of your wives.
Yeah, that was Beth.
One of the moms.
That was Beth McIntyre, and I was like, the name's a little on the nose, but you're starting your
But
life.
she did it. Yeah, she's very
Doing it.
successful.
Yeah.
Yeah, she comes in and gives you a really open and airy closet
Yeah.
space.
Sure.
So what's interesting is, without giving it a shot with that person who you have put all these fantasies on, how are we to know, right? There's only one way to see if you like that blueberry sorbet, and that's to give it a taste. And if you don't like it, throw it back in the used spoons,
What now?
This
My
is when you go to
grandmother-
Fixins and Mixins. You're only allowed to have 2 tastes.
Yeah.
And they give you those metal spoons, and you have to put them back in the
okay.
used
Cracking
spoons.
down.
Yeah, they're
And then they
cracking
just
down on
wash
that.
those spoons and use them again.
That's right. They're metal.
okay.
Does that feel better to you?
Nope.
All right.
My grandmother used to say, never eat anything blue.
Really?
And I was like, too late.
Are you talking about blue dongs that you've had?
Popsicles.
Okay.
I'll say this, all right? If you're in a relationship with someone who's loving and giving but you're always tempted to go in a different direction, the longer you stay in the relationship with the person that you love, the longer you waste their time.
Wow.
Because clearly you're going to continue to be tempted, and sounds like it's not enough for you to be in that one relationship. So maybe you need to be in multiple relationships until you get to the point in your life where you want to be in one relationship and you meet that person that makes sense to do that with.
Can I say this, though? He said, she said? with you?
Yeah, she said, she said.
Let me she said this,
Okay.
which would be
Thank you.
a great title for a new starring vehicle for Patty Heaton,
Okay.
right?
Star opposite of who?
Renee Russo.
Zellweger?
Russo.
Okay.
She said, right? They're two best friends, late in life lesbians.
Political adversaries.
Political adversaries that become late in life lesbians. What I was going to say is sometimes we think, oh, it's the person I'm with, right? When really it's you.
Yeah.
Because you can't commit.
Right.
You're always looking outside. You may be with somebody
Right.
who's fabulous.
But she's still wasting that other
You're
woman's
absolutely
time.
right. You're absolutely right.
And the longer that you stay with her, the more hope she's going to have that she's the one that can change it. But the change has to come from within you.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you're looking to fill some hole that is empty for a reason.
Right.
So,
Unless you're
hit shuffle and figure it out.
Wengert Cordero, and then that hole's going to be filled soon enough.
What am I doing with my life?
Oh, shit. Well, that is a question for you, and we are going to get into that in Spotlight Bond, but there you are, constantly breaking these families apart. Serially.
Yeah.
You've wrecked close to how many homes at this point?
70.
70 homes.
That's a lot of homes.
That's less cats than you have.
No, I have 83.
And you need to look, Listler, and it's not a spotlight on you, but you've got to look at the fact that you
to look at the fact that you. Go ahead.
Wow. That's a lot of shade you're throwing my way. The closer I get to the truth,
That's the truth.
the more shade that's thrown my way. But I'm going to keep going forward and shining a light on the
what?
fact that you do
I
not
have
have
too many cats.
a relationship right. 83 cats.
I
is
don't have
too
room for a
many
relationship.
Cats.
When that person comes into my life, if I'm ready to be with them, I will be with them.
How will you even have room
I'm
when
still
you're up to
working-
your eyeballs in kitty litter?
That's where I am right now. Okay?
Well, until you
I'm
make
in the shit.
you're
I'm
legitimately
shit.
in the shit.
I'm grieving the love of my life that has been yanked away from me. I'm grieving a son that I don't have a relationship with. And yes, I'm grieving potentially the loss of the person that has been my major focus for the past 9 years, while she's been 15 every year. So, yes, there's a lot to going on in my mind.
You're never going to lose me. Even if I were to go to Barely College or any of the very, very low-level schools that have even been
Different category.
open to me, you're never going to lose me.
Yeah.
No, listen to me and let this in.
No, I hear you, but you.
I'm
and I
always
have-
going to love you, and I'm
That's
always
great,
going to
but there
be
is
your
a
best
sadness
friend.
that comes with someone exits your life in the way that they were there for a long time.
Maybe
so if
it
you go to,
changes, but it doesn't. Maybe it gets better.
but you need to let me have the sadness, okay? And stop thinking that it's shade, because if it's there, it's real, okay? Hi, my name is Farshad.
Oh.
But if that's hard to pronounce, you can call me Fairy.
We'll call you Farshad.
Yeah.
I am a 29 years
it.
old scientific researcher, and I live in Tehran. My brother and I are huge fans of your podcast, which I believe has surpassed the comedy Bang Bang in quality. Take that, Ackerman.
Yeah, suck on it, Choctaw.
That's why I'm rooting for Marissa to finally achieve star status this year, albeit an upside-down muffin-shaped one.
Thank you.
I was wondering if Marissa has any advice on how to get over an ex.
Ugh.
My ex-girlfriend and I have tried twice to get back together, but the long distance was too much work. We don't want to get back together. However, I still find myself thinking about her. I just want help to move on. Now, this is actually very apropos for your life right now.
Stop
because
pointing your
you're having
bony-ass finger
a
at my
hard
face.
time moving on.org.
You are. You
and
just said it
focusing
yourself.
on the next project, right? So how do you do that?
Well, I am grieving right now the loss of the middle. That was my my touchstone, and that was something that was delivering, guaranteed laughs and heart. And now I know that it's gone, and I am going to have a hard time loving again. But and also, of course, everybody knows I have a problem moving on from gutter balls. And if at this point the Comedy Bang Bang episode has aired, the prom episode, I don't know, but there I was, bringing Choctaw to the prom and hoping I was going to make gutter balls jealous, and he never showed. And how many times do I need to be shown by the universe this isn't going to work?
Yeah.
And it's like the more I go towards him, the more he runs away.
That's the truth.
He gets off on it.
What do you get off on?
Being left.
Oh.
Being left.
There may be
and until I start valuing myself.
Let's let the guest speak.
No, she's on a breakthrough, I think. Did you really have anything?
No.
Okay. All right. I'll talk then. I think you could combine your two heartbreaks and realize you are Patty Heaton's Frankie character from the middle. You're getting confronted with problems every week, and
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. You're getting
through them with your hair remarkably static, not static like up in the air, but like not moving.
Because it's a wig.
It's a wig. It is a wig. And you are just like having laughs. And every week you're like, well, we got to keep going. And you're like someone who lives in the middle. You got to
clip those coupons and you got to keep going.
Yes.
But you're right. And isn't that life? Life is one big sitcom. Are we learning lessons, or are we just kind of wasting 30 minutes?
Some
I'd like
comedies
to be
say that.
I'd like to be a Netflix special. I'd like to learn something. Let's change.
Allow change and growth to happen, right?
That's right. That's right. So how do you move on? You know what I'd say is you got to give yourself the opportunity. You've got to cut off contact. And that's what I need to do with gutter balls is I need to say, enough is enough. Don't come to the live show. I don't want you there. If you're not going to show up on time, don't show up at all. Stop texting me. Stop emailing me. I got to stop obsessively going to his Instagram. Because all it is fucking close-ups of Raven's short-ass bangs.
Oof.
But there I am trying to zoom in to find out where are they? How did they spend their Saturday? And it's always just her and her fucking rescue beagle, on a fucking skateboard on the boardwalk.
Yeah, I really like the one where she was in the bathtub with the thigh-high sweater socks.
That's fucking... Who does that? It's like an anthropology ad.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
That's not life.
It makes no sense, but it's so
life.
alluring.
It is.
Exactly.
You want that. You want that casual bathtub life.
It's like
But have your own. Have your own bathtub. What?
Oh, I just go to, do you know the Olympic diver Tom Daly from Britain, England?
Yes, he was he would enter that water with nary a splash.
And he's
That's
with Dustin Lance.
Hoffman?
I wrote Milk. Dustin Lance, I wrote Milk, the movie Black. Dustin Lance Black, they're a married couple.
Oh, and they are living the best life in the world?
I'm on Tom Daly's Instagram.
We got to get off. We got to get off these Instagrams.
What gets you off, exactly.
Circles, confusion is nothing new.
Spotlight on. This is a little segment we call Spotlight On. And Dr. Reck, I feel like we've been getting close to a lot of aha moments with you. And so we're going to ask you a few questions and just, think about this like the questionnaire you give all of the students. And actually, I have a surprise for you.
Oh.
I have your questionnaire.
Oh, God.
And I'm going to ask
God.
you the questions.
Great.
I just need one asked before we start. Is this Tuck and or Patty?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Both.
First question.
I know it well.
If you were an animal, what kind of animal would you be?
I'll say dolphin. As a young boy, I heard that they masturbate by rubbing against the bottom of the pool, and that I was a humper, so that made me feel less alone.
Interesting. Were you more comfortable being intimate with inanimate objects? Because why? Because they
don't
didn't
have
want,
eyes. They don't have eyes to look at.
and they can't see you.
The
For who you
safety
are.
of the darkness.
What if you had to pick a crayon in this box? What color would you be?
Burnt sienna, because I used to tan when I was in high school. Tan was cool.
You do look like George Hamilton's much older brother.
Yes, my cousin says I look like a potholder holding a ham.
That's right.
So I always just wanted to be as brown as I could be.
Right. And why was that, do you think?
I think I felt I was bad the way I was. I was a white gay man, and I'm going to change myself. I couldn't change the gay because I need that dick, but I could become a different color.
What would happen if you allowed, well, first of all, what would happen if you got into a relationship with somebody
You're going off the questionnaire.
wasn't married?
Someone already gay. Out loud.
What's your biggest fear about that?
When I'm with the straight dads, I'm different. I'm special. I'm new. Another openly gay man will just be like, I know you. I know you. I know you. Like Robin Williams to Matt Damon. I don't think he says I know you.
It's the
He says something over and over and over
Right.
until
The
the other
subtext.
man
How do you
cries.
like these animals?
I never saw that as a gay scene, but now that
There
you're
are a lot of them you don't know about. At Field of Dreams, when Kevin Costner plays catch with his dad.
Yeah.
With the ghost
gayest-
dad?
Yeah, that's
When he walks-
that's a
Yeah.
gay scene between
walks-
Kevin Costner and the ghost dad?
when I
he
saw
walks
it,
out of that.
because
those
it's just two young,
corn.
handsome men with a lot of subtext between them,
Yeah.
and they're actors.
God, I'm
They're
going to
not
watch that
really-
movie in a very different way.
Yeah. Oh, Gabby Hoffman.
What about Drew Barrymore in Riding in the Car with Boys?
Lorraine Bracco? The most handsome man I've ever met.
Okay, we're getting off topic.
Okay,
We're going to get
sorry.
off topic.
Come on home.
All right.
Bring it on home.
If you had to go to a desert island, what are the 3 things you're bringing?
Okay. A TV, a DVD player, box set of Grey's Anatomy. Oh shit! I should have said food.
You can eat your feelings
That's right.
Ooh.
And you can,
while you're visiting Shondaland.
is that what you're doing on the nights that you're not meeting in a parked car in a Home Depot parking lot with one of your straight dads?
My wives did open Home Depot though, which
Which is doing so
great.
well.
Pillow.
So many pillows. Also, Pillowpalooza was also one of your
Yeah,
moms.
I was like,
That one
Ellen,
didn't
there's
do as
already
well.
Home Depot, and she's like, I want to do Pillowpalooza. I was like, whatever, get out.
when you're not doing that, where do we find you? On a couch?
Can we stop?
No, we can't.
Maybe like 7-Eleven reading the magazines.
You go to 7-Eleven alone and you read the magazines. What magazine are you reading?
Self or
What are you looking for in those
I
magazines?
don't know. I don't know. It always ends with Cheetos with M&Ms mixed in.
Salty and sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Umami. Oh, wow, that just hit something. Umami. Is it the word mommy?
Mommy.
Where's mommy?
Can we stop?
No. Where's mommy? Billy, mommy's home.
No.
Billy?
I live with my mom. She's always home. She never left me. I was never left by my mother. That would really fuck someone up.
So you can't bring anybody home.
I've got to go. It's always an away game.
Does your mom know that you're gay?
No. And she'd never guess. I mean, I'd just like,
Watching
hey,
Grey's
what's
Anatomy
up?
with her.
Whoa, check out Pompeo's ass.
Is that why you have so many rugby shirts in your closet at school?
Yeah.
You'd have to change into a different costume to go home.
Like a Mr. Rogers
Either
situation.
a striped shirt or an actual rugby shirt.
Wow.
And a pair of horrible light wash jeans.
I actually wear these jeans all the time.
Oops. Oops.
Don't worry about me. I'm fun. I mean, I meant to say I'm fine.
fine, but you said I'm fun.
I'm fine.
What if you weren't fine or fun? And what if we still loved you? What if we loved you for who you are?
Okay.
A gay man who's got a lot to offer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Now listen,
That brought a smile to my face.
what I want you to do, this is your assignment. I want you to ask out an actual gay man on a date, and I want you to let me know how that goes, and I want you to write your essay about that. Start writing the essay of your own life.
The counselor has become the counsel. And this Carly Simon tune is inspiring me to
That's
do it.
not Carly Simon. That's racist. Quickly before we go, where do you think I could go to school?
I think plant yourself where your roots are.
Marina Del Rey Community College? Not
I
even
think
that.
even closer to home. I think what you're doing here,
Homeschooling?
I bet this program could be extended.
Fuck. You're saying that I'm not going to
College
graduate.
credit?
Is that
For
right?
college credit?
Like an AP class?
AP stars.
But what you're saying, though,
AP stars. Yes.
Dr. Billy Reck, tell me this. You know for a fact I'm not graduating. Is that right? You can announce that on this podcast.
We were going to make you go to the graduation ceremony and reveal it there, but it seems kinder to tell you now.
All right. I've been dealt 2 blows today. The middle being canceled and the fact that I'm not graduating. But you know what? Just like you would say to one of your college applicants, I'm going to turn that into a positive.
Yeah, a great college essay.
A great college essay. What would Christina Aguilera do?
Right.
Right? And make her stronger. And she'd go get herself a nice, deep, dark self-tan.
Oh, she would.
Right? Nice, deep, dark spray tan.
Duet with Demi Lovato.
All right, Wompsters, reach one, teach one. If you can convert a Wompster today, we'd like to hear about it. Tweet us at
Womp It Up Pod.
Womp It Up Pod and show us what you've done, okay? Because this revolution involves not just the 83 cats that are currently shitting on this public library floor. It involves you. It involves you. All right?
Thanks for listening
We'll see you next week.
on Womp It Up.
Hashtag authentic.
Hey, this is Arnie from the comedy podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern, a chat show I host from the magical land of Foon with my co-hosts
Usador, the Blue Wizard.
And Chuck, the shapeshifter.
Most weeks we interview adventurers,
Wedding planners.
Ambulatory trees.
but this week we have a special episode.
I am so excited to learn about the Earth lore contained in Pride and Prejudice.
We're going to do a book club of Pride and Prejudice.
And you said this is a well-loved book on Earth, right?
Yeah, it's one of those books that people love or were forced to read, or more likely it's one of those I'm going to get to it's.
And some of our most beloved guests are returning to read the book with us and enjoy some drinks and food over book club.
We have Flower, we have Crom the Barbarian.
And Germ.
You know who they are.
Maybe you don't give a crap about what an academic thinks about Jane Austen, but don't you want to know what a wizard and a badger think about it?
Not enough spells.
Not enough grubs.
Not enough sword fights.
Whether you love Pride and Prejudice or have no interest in reading it and just want to listen to a book club go really off the rails, you'll enjoy this week's Hello from the Magic Tavern.
We shall defeat this book.